On August 6, 2011, a military helicopter, Extortion 17, carrying 38 men, including 17 of the Elite SEAL Team 6, was shot down over Taliban-controlled territory in eastern Afghanistan. Per a 1,300-page military report, it was simply the result of a quote-unquote lucky shot by Taliban soldiers perched on top of a building. According to a lengthy October 20th, 2013 report by the Washington Times examining this same 1,300-page military report, and according to family members of those murdered, it was no lucky shot. That was an inside job that may have included elements within our own government up to the highest levels, including the President of the United States, Barack Hussein Obama.
And it says in our paperwork, it goes all the way up to the top. It mentions Petraeus, it mentions Leon Panetta, all the way to the top.
Why did they have to die? These are the same Navy SEALs that took part in the Osama bin Laden raid that, despite the passage of almost 2 years, is still shrouded in mystery. Over a year ago, the government watchdog group Judicial Watch sued the Obama administration for the release of documents, photos, and videos relating to the raid and alleged burial at sea of bin Laden, but thus far, the Obama administration has refused to comply. Seymour Hersh, the Pulitzer Prize-winning writer, recently said that the story of the bin Laden raid was, quote, one big lie. Families of the murdered SEAL Team 6 members, led by Charles and Marianne Strange, parents of Navy SEAL Michael Strange, have met with congressional members demanding an investigation. What exactly is wrong with the official story? There are an endless list of anomalies, but we have focused on 4 major areas. Number 1, a Vietnam-era CH-47 helicopter was used. The helicopter used to carry our men into Taliban-controlled territory was a decrepit Vietnam-era CH-47 Chinook. The standard helicopters used for special ops the helicopter SEAL Team 6 exclusively trains with are the state-of-the-art MH-47 or MH-60 Blackhawk, the helicopter used in the bin Laden raid. In this mission, against all military protocol, 38 men were packed into a decrepit helicopter that was built before most of the men packed inside were even born. Number 2. The missing black box. Where is the CH-47 black box? Supposedly, it could not be found, washed away in a flash flood. This is highly unlikely, as they are virtually indestructible and carry a tracking device.
Can't find the black box, which is really orange? I looked it up in Google. Them black boxes don't go away. They lose black boxes in the swamps in Florida, and they find them. You're going to tell me you can't find the black box? Not acceptable. I tell my boss stuff like that, I get fired. Right? My son's 25-year-old son got set up and killed.
Number 3. The Taliban knew we were coming. Although an intense battle had been raging for several hours in a Taliban stronghold, although normal protocol mandated that the CH-47 required at least one AC-130 gunship escort, and although the military had intel that the Taliban knew the Chinook helicopter was on its way, all of this was disregarded and the SEAL Team 6 team was dispatched on what can only be called a suicide mission.
It was a setup. The Taliban sitting there with machine guns, motorcycles, phones. Who called them to tell them? Right? In the paperwork. Karen mentioned it. Billy mentioned it. General Colt's asking questions. What happened to the air controller? Did you check the area out? They were going into the Tangine Valley. Tangine Valley, it says in here, is the stronghold for the Taliban. You're going to put them in over the stronghold of the Taliban? Did anybody check the area out? Here it is, right here. Everybody can get a copy. It says, it's very brief again, it's out of the task force, blank, And it says something to the effect that over 100 Taliban plan to travel from Providence through the Tangine Valley to possibly shoot down the coalition force. May 11th, 10 days after they killed bin Laden, the Taliban know who's coming in a Chinook helicopter?
Number 4. Everyone was immediately cremated. Everyone on Extortion 17 was immediately cremated without permission from the families, supposedly because the bodies were burned beyond recognition. This proved to be a lie.
No eye in the sky. The eye went off. When the helicopter got shot down, it's in the paperwork. We didn't know what helicopter got shot. It took us 10 minutes. My son, right? My son, Michael, was fighting for his life. Nobody came and helped. They didn't have the pathfinders there to check the area. Nobody checked the light. Nobody came. Well, who's calling the shots here? This is bullshit. They told me my son had to be cremated. Everybody has to be cremated. My son didn't need to be cremated. I got pictures of my son. He was fighting. He had a gun in his hand. Come on. Fighting for this country, for us. And you're going to lie to me and slap me in the face? I called the command. I said, why'd you cremate my son? My son didn't want to be cremated. He's like, what do you mean? I got pictures of him. When I asked for the autopsy report from Dover, they sent me a disc with pictures. He's sitting there fighting. Everybody was burned beyond record. No, everybody wasn't burned beyond record. Another lie.